Welcome back, my channel coin lovers. If you're passionate about US half dollars and want to see some truly jaw-dropping pieces in extra fine and crush-worthy condition, you're in the right place. Today we're counting down the top 6 USA half-dollar coins that every collector should know, not just for their history, but for their eye-catching preservation and potential value. We'll be highlighting iconic classics like the Walking Liberty, Franklin, Kennedy, and rare commemoratives, all in spectacular condition that makes them stand out in any collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started,
Top 1 the 2023 Kennedy half dollar, especially the Philadelphia P Mint Mark version. We'll talk about the history, why collectors love it, where it comes from, and most importantly what it's worth right now in the coin market, including rare coins in extra fine or mint state condition. So if you've got one of these coins in your collection or just found one in a roll, stick around. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy shortly after his assassination. Its design, Kennedy's portrait on the obverse and the presidential seal on the reverse, has remained iconic for decades. Originally minted with 90% silver, the composition and minting strategy changed over the years as coinage demand shifted. Today it's made from a copper-nickel-clad core that weighs about 11.34 grams with a 30.61 mm diameter. For modern collectors, half dollars aren't usually found in pocket change. Instead, they're mostly sold in rolls and sets by the U.S. Mint. The 2023 Kennedy half dollar mint marks and varieties. In 2023, the U.S. Mint produced Kennedy half dollars from 3 different mints. PDS. The P Mint mark identifies the Philadelphia coin according to official production figures. 2023 P mintage 30.2 million. 2023 D mintage 27.8 million. 2023 S proof 362,000. 2023 S silver proof 212,000. These coins aren't inherently rare in sheer numbers, but what is rare are graded high-condition examples and era varieties. If you have a basic 2023 P that's seen somewhere, it's almost worth face value plus a small premium, maybe around $1 to $2 or even a couple of dollars if it's uncirculated in extra fine or mint state (MS) condition, especially graded by NGC or PCGS. Values go up fast. For example, a 2023 P in MS66 or better can sell for $15 to $25 and beyond depending on grading, and I appeal. That's because coins graded MS66, MS67 plus are much less common than those in lower grades, making them collector rarities. For a modern issue, rare and era coins worth big bucks. Here's the exciting part for serious collectors: there are rare era varieties in the 2023 Kennedy half dollar series that can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Double die obverse errors. Certified error coins have been known to sell for $250 plus or more. Off-center strike errors, depending on how dramatic the off-center is, some have sold for $150 to $300 plus. Die crack or major strike errors, these can even fetch well into the thousands at auction. So if you find one of these anomalies, grab it, slab it, and get it professionally graded. Market value breakdown. What to expect today in $1, $2 uncirculated, $2, $6 MS66 plus certified, $15, $25 plus. 2023 D similar to P in value. 2023 S proof, $3, $10 depending on grade. 2023 S silver proof, $10, $40 plus depending on grade and silver price. Rare errors / varieties $200 to $8,000 plus on exceptional pieces. Keep in mind that graded and certified coins almost always sell for more than raw ones. Check the edge and fields for double dies or mistakes. Compare mint mark placement. Sometimes misplaced or rotated mint marks add value. Look for coins that have never been touched. No scratches, no bag marks. If you find one in MS67 or above, send it in for professional grading. There you have it. The 2023 Kennedy half dollar is a fascinating modern collectible. While most are common in circulation, high-grade coins and era varieties can be surprisingly valuable, sometimes worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Top 2 the 2022 Kennedy half dollar, especially the small P mint mark from Philadelphia. Many people think modern coins are not valuable, but that's not always true. In today's video we'll explore the history, design, condition, value, rare varieties, and today's auction market price in US dollars. So watch till the end because you might already have a valuable coin. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, just months after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The coin was created as a tribute to one of America's most loved presidents. The obverse of the coin shows a left-facing portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse displays the presidential seal, designed by Frank Gasparo. Over the years, the metal composition changed. Early Kennedy half dollars were made of silver, but modern versions including the 2022 issue are made of copper nickel clad. Even today, the Kennedy half-dollar remains a symbol of American history and national pride. The 2022 Kennedy half-dollar with the P Mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint key specifications: diameter 30.61 mm, weight 11.34 grams, composition copper-nickel clad edge. Read it. In 2022, Kennedy half-dollars were mainly produced for collectors, not for everyday circulation. That's why many people rarely see them in pocket change. The small P Mint mark is located just below Kennedy's neck on the obverse side. Talk about condition, because condition plays a huge role in value. A 2022 P Kennedy half-dollar in extra fine condition means light wear on high points, strong details on Kennedy's hair and facial features, clear lettering and mint mark, no major scratches or damage. Even though extra fine coins are not brand new, they are very attractive to collectors, especially for modern coins that were not heavily circulated. In general, the 2022 P Kennedy half-dollar is not rare by mintage numbers. Millions were produced. However, what is rare includes coins in high grades, coins with mint errors, coins with perfect strike and eye appeal, coins professionally graded MS66, MS67, or higher, because most people store or mishandle modern coins. Finding one in extra fine to mint condition is becoming more difficult over time. Rare errors and varieties. Some 2022 Kennedy half-dollars are worth much more due to errors, such as double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, weak or misaligned mint marks. Depending on the type and severity, error coins can sell for $100, $300, $1,000 or even more at auction. Always check your coin carefully under magnification. Today's market value, 2022 P Kennedy half-dollar. Now the most important part: how much is it worth today? Here's a general market value guide in US dollars. Circulated condition 50 cents to $1.50. Extra fine condition $2 to $5. Uncirculated, MS60, MS63, $3 to $8. High-grade certified coins, MS66 plus, $15 to $30 or more. Rare error coins $100 to $5,000 plus. Depending on rarity, prices can change based on demand, grading, and auction competition. If you own a 2022 P Kennedy half-dollar, store it in a protective holder. Avoid touching the surface. Compare with certified examples. Consider professional grading if condition is high. Watch auction results for real market prices. Modern coins today can become future rarities. The 2022 Kennedy half-dollar with small P Mint mark may look simple, but in extra fine condition or with rare errors, it can carry a strong collector value. Top 3: the 1997 Kennedy half-dollar, especially the small D Mint mark from the Denver Mint. Many people ignore half-dollars, but some of them can carry strong collector value, especially in crisp extra fine condition or with unusual features. In this video we'll cover the history, design, condition, importance, rarity, and today's auction market value in US dollars, so watch till the end. The Kennedy half-dollar was first issued in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. The coin quickly became popular among the American public and collectors. Early issues were made of silver, but by 1971, the composition changed to copper-nickel clad, which includes the 1997 issue. Even decades later, the Kennedy half-dollar remains one of the most recognizable and collected U.S. coins, representing American history and leadership. 1997 Kennedy half-dollar, D Mint mark. The 1997 Kennedy half-dollar with the D Mint mark was produced at the Denver Mint. Basic specifications: diameter 30.61 mm, weight 11.34 grams. Composition: copper-nickel clad edge. Read it. Mint mark location: below Kennedy's neck on the obverse. In 1997, Kennedy half-dollars were still struck mainly for circulation, but many were pulled from use by collectors, which affects today's availability in high condition. Now let's talk about condition, because condition can make a huge difference in value. A crisp, extra fine condition 1997 D Kennedy half-dollar typically shows light and even wear, strong hair details on Kennedy's portrait, clear lettering and date, sharp rim with minimal marks, a visible, clean small D Mint mark. Coins in this condition are very appealing because most circulated half-dollars show much heavier wear. Is the 1997 D Kennedy half-dollar rare? By mintage numbers, the 1997 D Kennedy half-dollar is not considered rare, as millions were produced. However, rarity in the coin world is not just about mintage, it's about survival in high condition. What collectors actively look for: extra fine and uncirculated examples, coins with strong strike and eye appeal, coins with mint errors or die varieties, professionally graded coins MS65 and above. Finding a clean 1997 D today is harder than many people think, especially one without heavy bag marks. Some 1997 Kennedy half-dollars can be worth significantly more due to mint errors such as Off-center strikes clipped planchets die cracks. Struck through errors weak or filled demint mark. Depending on severity and eye appeal, error coins can sell for $50, $200, $500, or even over $1,000 in collector auctions. Today's market value, 1997, D. Kennedy half dollar. Talk numbers, what is it worth today? Here's a realistic market value guide in US dollars. Heavily circulated. 50 cents to 75 cents, face value. Extra fine condition. $2 to $4. Uncirculated, MS60, MS63. $4 to $10. High-grade certified, MS65, MS66 plus. $20 to $40 or more. Error coins. $100 to $2,000 plus depending on rarity. Prices vary based on demand, grading service, and auction competition. If you own a 1997 D. Kennedy half dollar, store it in a coin holder. Avoid cleaning. Cleaning destroys value. Use magnification to check for errors. Compare with graded examples. Consider grading if condition is exceptional. Remember, today's common coin can be tomorrow's collectible. Top for the 1996 Kennedy half dollar, especially the small P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. At first glance, it may look like a normal 50-cent coin, but in extra fine condition or with special features, this coin can hold interesting collector value. In today's video we'll cover the history, design, rarity, and current market value in US dollars, so stay tuned till the end. The Kennedy half dollar was introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. The coin quickly became one of the most popular US coins ever issued. The obverse portrait of Kennedy was designed by Gilroy Roberts, while the reverse presidential seal was designed by Frank Gasparo. This powerful design has remained unchanged for decades. While early Kennedy half dollars were made of silver, by the time we reach 1996, the coin was produced in a copper-nickel clad composition, making it durable for circulation. The 1996 Kennedy half dollar with the P mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Coin specifications include diameter, 30.61 mm, weight, 11.34 grams. Composition, copper-nickel clad edge, reeded. Mint mark location, below Kennedy's neck on the obverse. In 1996, Kennedy half dollars were minted primarily for circulation, which means many examples entered everyday use. Extra fine condition. What makes it special? Condition is everything in coin collecting. A 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar in extra fine condition shows light wear on the highest points, clear hair details and facial features. Strong lettering and date, minimal rim damage. A visible and clean small P mint mark. Most circulated half dollars from the 1990s show heavy wear, so extra fine examples are much more desirable to collectors. The 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar rare. By mintage alone, the 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar is not considered rare, as tens of millions were produced. However, collectors value coins with sharp strikes. Extra fine or uncirculated condition. Strong eye appeal coins with mint errors or varieties. Professionally graded coins MS65 or higher. Over time, high-quality coins become harder to find, which increases their collector interest. Errors and varieties to look for. Some 1996 Kennedy half dollars are worth more due to mint errors, including doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets struck through debris. Depending on the error type and condition, values can range from $50 to over $1,000. Today's market value, 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar. So how much is a 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar worth today? Here's a general market value guide in US dollars. Circulated condition. 50 cents to $1, extra fine $2 to $4. Uncirculated, MS60, MS63. $4 to $10. High-grade certified, MS65, MS66 plus. $20 to $35 plus. Error coins. $100 to $2,000 plus depending on rarity. Actual prices depend on demand, grading, and auction results. If you own a 1996 P. Kennedy half dollar, store it in a coin holder. Never clean the coin. Use magnification to inspect details. Compare it with graded examples. Consider professional grading for top condition coins. Small steps can protect and increase value.
Top 5. The 1986 Kennedy half dollar, especially the small P mint mark struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Many people believe older coins are always valuable and newer ones are not, but the truth lies in condition, rarity, and demand. In this video, we'll explore the history, design, extra fine condition, rare varieties, and the current market value in US dollars. So make sure you watch till the end. The Kennedy half-dollar was first issued in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, following his assassination in 1963. The coin quickly became one of the most popular U.S. coins ever released. The obverse portrait of Kennedy was designed by Gilroy Roberts, and the reverse presidential seal was designed by Frank Gasparo. Early Kennedy half-dollars were made of 90% silver, but starting in 1971, the composition changed to copper-nickel clad, which includes the 1986 issue. Even today, the Kennedy half-dollar remains a strong symbol of American history and leadership. The 1986 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Key specifications: diameter, 30.61 mm, weight, 11.34 grams. Composition, copper-nickel clad edge, reeded. Mint mark location, below Kennedy's neck on the obverse. In 1986, Kennedy half-dollars were minted for circulation, but many were saved by collectors, which affects how many high-quality coins survive today. Extra fine condition. Why it is important. Condition is one of the most important factors in coin value. A 1986 P. Kennedy half-dollar in extra fine, XF, condition typically shows light wear on the highest points, clear hair details and facial features, strong lettering and date, clean rim with minimal nicks, a sharp, visible small P mint mark. Most circulated half-dollars from the 1980s show heavy wear or bag marks, so extra fine examples are much more desirable. By mintage numbers, the 1986 P. Kennedy half-dollar is not rare, as tens of millions were produced. However, collectors focus on surviving quality, not just mintage. Coins become more valuable when they have extra fine or uncirculated condition, strong strike and eye appeal, mint errors or die varieties, professional grading at MS65 or higher. Over time, clean examples become harder to find, especially those untouched since the 1980s. Rare errors and varieties. Some 1986 Kennedy half-dollars are worth much more because of mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double die errors, die cracks, clipped planchets, struck-through errors. Depending on rarity and condition, error coins can sell for $50, $200, $500, or even over $1,000 in collector auctions. Today's market value, 1986 P. Kennedy half-dollar. Here's a general value guide in US dollars. Heavily circulated condition, 50 cents to $1, near face value. Extra fine condition, $2 to $4. Uncirculated, MS60, MS63, $4 to $10. High-grade certified coins, MS65, MS66 plus, $20 to $40 or more. Rare error coins, $100 to $2,000 plus, depending on error and demand. Prices may vary depending on grading, eye appeal, and auction competition. If you own a 1986 P. Kennedy half-dollar, store it in a protective holder. Never clean the coin. Inspect under magnification. Compare with graded examples. Consider professional grading for top-quality coins. Proper care can protect and increase long-term value.
Top 6. The 1982 Kennedy half-dollar, especially the small D mint mark struck at the Denver Mint. Many people overlook half-dollars, but some dates and conditions can carry strong collector interest. In this video we'll explore the history, design, extra fine condition, rarity, and the current market value in US dollars. So make sure you watch till the end. The Kennedy half-dollar was first introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination. The coin quickly became one of the most popular U.S. coins ever issued. The obverse portrait of Kennedy was designed by Gilroy Roberts, and the reverse presidential seal was designed by Frank Gasparo. While early Kennedy half-dollars were made of silver, by the early 1970s the composition changed to copper-nickel clad. The 1982 issue is part of this modern clad series. Even decades later, the Kennedy half-dollar remains a powerful symbol of American history. The 1982 Kennedy half-dollar with the D mint mark was produced at the Denver Mint. Key specifications: diameter, 30.61 mm, weight, 11.34 grams. Composition, copper-nickel clad edge, reeded. Mint mark location, below Kennedy's neck on the obverse. During 1982, Kennedy half-dollars were still minted for circulation, but public use was already declining, which affects availability today. Extra fine condition. Why it matters. Condition plays a major role in determining value. A 1982 D. Kennedy $half in extra fine condition typically shows light, even where strong hair detail and facial features. Clear lettering and date. Sharp rim with minimal nicks. A visible and clean small D mint mark. Most circulated $half from the early 1980s show heavier wear, so extra fine examples are much more desirable to collectors. By mintage numbers, the 1982 D. Kennedy $half is not rare, as many millions were produced. However, collectors value extra fine and uncirculated examples. Coins with strong strike and eye appeal. Mint errors and die varieties. Professionally graded coins MS65 and above. Because $half saw limited circulation, many coins developed bag marks, making clean survivors harder to find today. Rare errors and varieties. Some 1982 Kennedy $half are worth more due to mint errors such as off-center strikes, doubled die errors, die cracks, clipped planchette struck through debris. Depending on the error type and condition, these coins can sell for $50 to over $1,000 in today's collector market. Today's market value, 1982 D. Kennedy $half. So how much is a 1982 D. Kennedy $half worth today? Here's a realistic market value guide in US dollars. Heavily circulated 50 cents to $1. Extra fine $2 to $4. Uncirculated, MS60, MS63, $4 to $10. High grade certified, MS65, MS66 plus, $20 to $40 plus. Error coins $100 to $2,000 plus depending on rarity. Actual values vary based on demand, grading, and auction results. If you own a 1982 D. Kennedy $half, store it in a protective holder. Never clean the coin. Inspect carefully under magnification. Compare with graded examples. Consider professional grading for high-quality coins. Proper care can protect and increase long-term value. The 1982 Kennedy $half with small D mint mark may look common, but in extra fine condition or with mint errors, it can carry solid collector value in today's market. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and comment below if you own this coin or want another date reviewed. Thanks for watching and happy coin collecting.